FUT versus FUE. Assume your entire scalp hair bearing area is divided into 70 square centimeters, which means if you actually tonsure your hair, you can draw 70 square centimeters in the entire scalp. Take your calculator and multiply 700 square centimeter into 70 or 80. Now put them into temporary and permanent zone, 450 into 70 or 80 and 250 into 70 or 80, right? So those in the 250 is the available donor, those in the temporary are the follicles that is likely to fall. If you are considering hair transplant and you're in a dilemma to choose between FUT or FUE, please watch this video till the end. Namaskaram, this is Dr. Jayanthi Ravindran, board certified plastic surgeon and founder of Tamira Life. Let me help you understand to choose the right procedure by explaining certain maths, and by the end of this video, you will be able to choose what's the right procedure for you. Assume your entire scalp hair bearing area is divided into 70 square centimeters, which means if you actually tonsure your hair, you can draw 70 square centimeters in the entire scalp. Now out of this, 450 square centimeters is in the temporary zone, which means you can lose hair follicles in those 450 square centimeters, which is in the top part of your scalp. Now the side and the back roughly has around approximately 250 square centimeters. Now let's put some simple math. Imagine each of you have anywhere between 70 to 80 on an average follicular units in each of these square centimeters. So take your calculator and multiply 700 square centimeter into 70 or 80. Now put them into temporary and permanent zone, 450 into 70 or 80 and 250 into 70 or 80, right? So those in the 250 is the available donor, those in the temporary are the follicles that is likely to fall. Now out of this follicles that are in the permanent zone, you can harvest 35% of them. So you need to leave behind some of the follicles in the side and the back. We are talking about the best possible scenario. You can harvest 35%. If you harvest more than 35% and you have short hair, it's likely to show like patches in FUE when you harvest. Now let's come to strip. Skull is a fixed structure. It's a bony structure and the skull is covered by the scalp skin. Now when you have this 250 square in the permanent zone, let's say it has a width of about, if you go and look at Norwood scale, you will see how it looks like a grade 7. You would have seen your parents, somebody having a full male platen baldness with only hair in the side and the back and nothing on the top. So the side and the back, let's say there is a length of 30 centimeters and there is a width of 6 centimeter. Now imagine you're going to take a strip of 2 centimeter each time. So first time you take one 2 centimeter strip or 2 point, and then another 2 point you will take. So what will happen? That 6 centimeter or 7 centimeters, you're removing off 4 or 5 centimeters. The residue there is only going to be another 2 or 3 centimeters. Even if there is, you say the transaction is less than 1%, 0.5%, and you remove all of those follicles from the math that you did, each of those square centimeter containing 70 or 80, you're not going to generate enough follicular unit to cover your entire 450 squares. But imagine, skull is a fixed structure, right? You have removed about 4 or 5 centimeters of skin. Now what you're doing, you're going to pull the remaining skin and suture, right, in FUT. When you pull and suture, you're actually expanding your temporary zone. So where you actually had 450 square centimeters of scalp and you had X number, now that skin is getting expanded to cover. So your recipient area, because the skull is a fixed structure, you have removed about 4 centimeters of hair from the back. So the residual skin is expanding and so your recipient need for follicle is going to increase. So in an advanced grade baldness for let's say 5, 6 or 7, If you actually resort to strip method or an FUT, you are actually increasing your temporary zone. So there is a requirement for more follicles. Of course, in a grade 1 to 3 and you're not progressing further, if you just take a strip, and it may not hamper your results. But in advanced grade of baldness, you can understand why it is preferable not to take a strip, whereas in FUE, it needs to be done by expert trained specialist, because while harvesting the follicle, if the peripapillary stem cells are not harvested, that's when you don't get a good result. Because we all go to the salon, we cut our scalp hair. When we cut, it doesn't hurt, right? Hair that is outside your skin does not have life. So what is producing this hair? It is the stem cells that is surrounding that's inside your skin. Now, while we harvest the follicle for FUE, those stem cells should be harvested without any damage. And even while you implant, there should be minimal handling and that should be implanted without damage. That's what decides the best result after hair transplant. So if you have any doubt in this math, I'm happy to explain this further. Leave your comments in the comment window, and if you can share your number or you can book for a consultation, will help you understand this better. But if you actually think through this math, you will understand why FUE actually should be the best procedure for advanced grade of baldness.
Melasma is a skincare condition. Before we understand why you develop melasma, it is important to understand the process of pigmentation. When it comes to the treatment, you have to approach melasma as a multi-pronged approach or with multiple treatments.